Okay, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Hello, this is Blues with Saturn Blues Gaming. Here to talk about uh, the world of, world current events in the world, um, and also my opinion on them. And of course, this is the biggest one: Iran. Uh, we may be going to war because of the idiot in charge. They decided not even idiot, but idiots in charge decided, hey, we need to distract people about what's going on with the ice cubes and all the disappearances and the snatchings. Let's bomb Iran. That's a good time, right? And then while everyone's focused on us starting a war, we can continue the snatchings, and that's it. Genius. Now, here's the report here, okay? Like, this pretty much says it all right here. Now, I could be, upset about a lot of the stuff that's going on right now. You know, I'm pissed about everything that's going on with Palestine. I'm pissed about everything that's going on everywhere. It's hard to okay. Okay. I can't do this. I can't. All right. And I legitimately just don't want to see, any of this right now. Okay? It's hard dealing with all of the bullshit, right? Like every day since, November to 2024, it's just been a deluge of bullshit. And it has been getting worse and worse. It's like every time we look, something awful is happening. And before we can recover from something awful happening, something even more awful is happening. And that's the plan, okay? They're trying to flood the zone. Put so much bad news out into the world that we can't see the next move. Everything that's happening with Iran right now, that's trying to distract from the fact that the person in charge and the people that he surrounds himself with, they're a bunch of egomaniacs. They're a bunch of narcissistic, uncaring, cruel, heartless maniacs. That's what they are. And for normal people that have the ability to have empathy, it's hard to sum up the energy to wake up. It's hard to sum the energy to smile and be joyful. It's hard when you're faced with so much bullshit that's happening. And like I said, I'll just it's difficult, okay? And there are times where, I want to scream out into the void. There are times where I can take my mind off of it and do a fun video like I did yesterday. And for people that, wake up and they go to work, they're focused on work, and then suddenly they have that realization of, holy shit, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, so much bad things are happening and we're just supposed to get up and go to work? Like everything's fine when it's not fine? Nothing is fine? All of the safety nets that we have in the United States are, being stripped away as we speak. People are being snatched by the ice cubes. People are under the boot of capitalism. It's just, and we have to go to work. It is so hard to keep your spirits up. And it's so hard to push it out of your mind. I made a video a few days ago about how in this year 2025, people need a bit of happiness. People need a little bit. They need something to just take their mind off of it, you know? And I said that eventually you won't be able to retreat into those small pleasures because something's going to happen and it's going to be ripped away. I made that video in a response. It was basically, when can we separate the art from the artist? It was about, J.K. Rowling and her horrible transphobic ass. I wound up taking it down just a little bit ago because after what's going on with Iran, and then of course with Ukraine, and with Palestine, and with the Congo, and then with Syria, it's just so much. It is so much. And I was very critical of people who like problematic shit because it brought them to a place of joy. And while I despise J.K. Rowling, and while I still, advertise to not buy her stuff, not to, watch the new HBO show and all of that, I thought about it and I felt like I was too harsh. Do what you can to make you happy. Just be a pirate, okay? But it's hard to separate yourself from everything that's going on in the world. But I want to say that you may feel helpless, you know, with all of this situation, with everything going on right now. And that's okay. You're only one person. You do what you can. You do what you can to help others. But you have to take care of yourself first. That's my thought process right now. And it's something that a lot of people have forgotten. You know, take care of your mental health. Take care of your physical health. If you wanna, fucking ugh, read Harry Potter, go ahead. If you wanna, you know, drown yourself in watching Hololive content, you know, with the Bow Bows and the Gigi Murdens, go ahead. If you wanna, watch wrestling despite, all its problems, or, play the games or anything like that, go ahead. We need things to take our minds off of what's going on. And once it's just difficult, you know? All of this is difficult and it's only going to get worse before it gets better. And I'm not sure if everyone, you know, reading or watching this, hearing my voice or even me will be around. Of course, knock on wood. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I knocked on wood. But I want people to have that little slice of heaven, you know? But don't bury your head in the sand, too, because we don't know what's going to happen. It's good to stay informed, but you have to remember to take a breath. Honestly, since 2020, it's just been uh just a stress. It's all of it's been so stressful. It feels like humanity hasn't been able to just breathe in so long. So take a breath, do what you have to do to enjoy yourself, and then after that, we figure out what to do about the bullies that are running this place because they are bullies, and unfortunately, bullies attract bullies. There are so many more horrible people that support this the bullies that are at the head of the table right now. Do what you can. Do what you can to preserve your peace and do what you can to help others that need it. Look, also, one thing I wanted to bring up too. I feel like a lot of people have kind of like missed the plot. You know what I mean? Like, we have all of these bullies that are in charge, and people are still bringing up either Kamala or Biden or even Obama, and it's like they're gone. They're nobodies in this situation. We are on our own. Okay, we are on our own. The people that it's also shocking how this whole country was like held up on like honor. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like basically just on a bunch of toothpicks. Like all of this was standing on a bunch of toothpicks. And it took one crybaby to go. I don't like this anymore. I'm gonna do what I want, and then knocks the whole toothpick palace down. Like I didn't. I knew that we were. It was bad. I didn't realize how bad it really was, and I don't think anyone realized how bad it was or how bad it's gonna get. Like, and everyone just keeps talking about Biden and Kamala and sometimes Obama, and they're telling these guys to do something, and it's like, well, they had a shot, and a lot of, and there were a lot of selfish actions. Why would they? They're private citizens, all of them, unless unless the literal, like perfect figure drops down out of the, out of the sky. We're kind of on our own. Yeah, you have some politicians, you have AOC and Jasmine Crockett and, you know, a few other people, right? But we're on our own. So why are we leftists and liberals specifically? Why are we still having this argument? The argument ended November, what, 5th, 6th? Like, the argument's over. Kamala lost. A lot of people made a lot of selfish choices, and Kamala lost. She is not going to save us. Biden can barely help himself, let alone us. Obama, he's been through this rodeo. He's not going to help us. I doubt Michelle will even let him, truthfully. She's probably like, I fucking hate everything. I'm done. All jokes aside, they're private citizens. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, we don't, we want to teach, the Democrats a lesson. But guess what? They're not hurting. We are hurting. We are in danger. Like the big Democrats like Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi and Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries, they're fine. They're rich. They're insider trading. It's whatever. What punishment, what punishment did anyone give them? I truly think, I know that MAGA in and of itself thinks of this as a sports thing. Like, oh, our team won. But I kind of believe that a lot of leftists and liberals think the same way. We're going to make our team lose on purpose. That'll teach them. Oh, man, our team lost. Now it's our turn. No, it doesn't work like that. Not even our team. It's more like, you know, their team lost. Now it's our team's turn. And they're not aware. They're not aware that there was so much more at stake. Like, there's no more teams after this. It's just a group of bullies, and we are on our own. Like, stop talking about Kamala. Stop talking about Biden. They are not here. One is both are private citizens, and one is dealing with cancer. They're done. Okay? Mainstream media, they want to sane wash a big orange bully. That's what they want to do. And they're not going to help us. Like, people are like, oh, we could slide into, authoritism, or it's like, no, we embraced it. America, a good portion of America that voted for the bully, and a very large chunk of America who was silently complicit with it for whatever reason they choose, were silently approving of it, opened their arms wide, and let the big bully win. And now we're at the finding out portion of the fucking around. Okay? Talking about Kamala now is pointless. It is a waste of time. Talking about Biden, waste of time. Obama, waste of time. Focus on the bully. Just a bunch of morons. Like, I've never been so frustrated in my life. And that's why I said it's good to enjoy the things that you want to enjoy. Because I have not been able to unplug since 2024. January 2024. A full year. And I haven't been able to unplug since. I've been stressed. I have not eaten, which is bad because of my neurological disease. I haven't slept. I haven't slept at all. This whole news has been dreadful. But a lot of these people need to shut up and understand that it's over. Deal with the now. Stop talking about the past because there's nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. And the sooner a lot of people realize that we are playing in a new game with new rules, and we have to play in those rules, the sooner people realize that, the better. And I feel like a lot of people are fucking blind. So many people are going to get hurt. So many people have been hurt, and worse. And it's all for money. It's all for power. That's all it is. Just like screaming into the void, you know? It is what it is. I just wish people would get their heads out of their asses and understand what was lost. Because it's going to take, like, people back then, last year, they were talking about we need to win so we can move forward. We can't let, like, people were talking about, because Palestine was literally the voice of it. And everyone was like, we need a progressive in there. We need somebody to take that step forward. We need to, like, we can't have, you know, Biden and then later Kamala to win because it'll be our turn once they lose. So we can shape the future how we see fit. And people don't realize that now we're going to have to fight to get back to where we were in November. Short sightedness, arrogance, selfishness. And now everyone wants to point fingers. Why? It's liberals' fault. Why? It's leftists' fault. Shut up. What happened, happened. Sound like a bunch of children. What happened, happened. Deal with the now. We can focus on learning from our mistakes. At the same time, we have to focus on the now. And truthfully, I feel like focusing now is the best part because there's no way. Like, I don't, I'm terrified of what's going to happen tomorrow. Because every day, literally every day I wake up, there's some new atrocity that's going on. What tomorrow's going to bring, I don't know. That's me. I can't unplug. I'm gonna try to. Maybe I'll take a week off of social media and stuff and actually just breathe for a little bit. Knowing my luck, I will be right back on here in 2 days because that'll be the official announcement of all right, well, all right, the United States is officially at war with Iran. Stupid. All right, I've yapped long enough and I've yapped in silence, and I'm sorry about that. I just I didn't crash out. I got very, very close. But that's all there is to it. Um, I have bills to pay, so before I go, I'm gonna play my sponsor. I realize I kept them in the corner there, neighborhood, but I'll let Sponsor Blues take care of it. All right, get in here, tag out. Thanks, Blues. This is Sponsor Blues, and I have a question for you. Are you tired of the algorithm pushing you down and hiding your content? Are you tired of social media selling your data to third parties? Are you tired of politics and anger on your social media? Well, say no more, fam. Neighborhood.com got you covered. A new social media platform, Neighborhood.com is setting out to prove that social media can still be a fun, friendly online experience. The platform believes in fostering a space where kindness and respect are the cornerstones of interaction. Here, users can be themselves, share positive content, and connect with others without the negativity often found on other social media platforms. On Neighborhood.com, data is not shared with third parties, no one is hidden by an algorithm, and best of all, no politics. No politics? No politics. Users can create groups, add friends, message, chat in real time, upload photos, and build a platform. Here, everyone is seen. Sign up today, neighborhood.com. Welcome to the neighborhood. Back to you, Blues. Thank you. All right. That was, Saturn Blues Gaming. Shit. Oh, also, one thing I wanted to add. Fuck off, Van Jones, asking people to get on board with bombing Iran. Fuck you. Anyone that's like, oh we have to. Fuck off. I'm sick and tired of innocent people dying. So fuck off. Anyone that even attempts to find the justice in this, fuck off. Fucking hell, man. All right, but yeah, that was this has been Blues for Saturn Blues Gaming. I'm signing off. Till next time.